All right.
All right.
Hello, everyone. We are Team Scat Pack.
Yeah.
Oops. I went a little too forward. All right.
All right. So the first week, which was week 0, basically, we started with car construction. And to me personally, this is my favorite part because I enjoyed the more mechanical aspect of the program rather than like the actual coding and stuff like that. Uh, I enjoyed making the car because it was like a process that there were steps to follow, and they were like it was a guideline, and I could also add whatever I wanted to the car. I could like design it any way I wanted to, but as long as I stayed within the constraints of this, I could really do whatever I wanted to the car. And I thought that that aspect of that was cool because it allowed me to be creative while also sticking to what we had in store. Um, we all enjoyed the process, and we all thought that if it made us feel very productive because it was summer and we what's it called wanted something to do. Some parts were challenging, such as like the wiring, because we had a lot of people had issues with their wheels, including me. There was a lot of inconsistencies, so I had challenges with the wiring and stuff like that. But in the end, we were able to, well, at least have at least one car that worked, man.
Mine was the car that worked out of all of us, and so um, that came with a lot of difficulties because we had less data to work with, and starting off, we only had my data set, which was only like 90 pictures, right? And then what's it called? The other Raspberry Pis couldn't work, so we weren't able to utilize the same amount of data, or at least the same amount of training data. And then trying to convert the data from cell phone images to JPG pictures to put into the labeler was really a uphill battle, honestly. And that took a lot of time, but at the end of the day, we somehow made it through. And with the help of the dual, especially, um, we were able to at least get something to work. And so this is the first, you can go ahead and play the top video. This is the video of me putting one in front of the camera and seeing it turn. So yeah. Also, I mean, me standing up and like, making like, what's it called, putting my hand in front of the camera, that might have like made it harder for the camera to detect it because I was moving. But I was also short on time simply just due to the fact of me being the only person with the usable car. So this is me using 0 and 8. And so as I wrote down, um, what's it called? The what's it called? The detector like confused 0 and 8 with each other. And so you can go ahead and play that. Um, it was really frustrating because I was really excited, and then I called my mom down to record and everything, and I was like, "Mom, it's gonna work, it's gonna work." But at the end of the day, it's fine because even if it didn't turn, it still like worked in some way, and that's still fulfilling and satisfying. Um, but for sure, what I know for a fact that if I just what's it called, compiled a little bit more data, more angles, made the 0s and 8s a little darker, we could definitely get it working. Maybe even like put a slash through the 0 or something just to make it more unique. If we did things like that, I'm sure that the car would work better. And so I would say that it was really a process, and it taught me a lot about just the type of work that people would do in this type of industry. Like I'm sure that machine learning experts, they go through this type of stuff all the time. Like people working in Tesla trying to work on lane assist, work on just self driving in general. This type of stuff must happen a lot, and I feel like that this gave me like a really good hands-on experience to learn about how my life could be like in that type of industry.
All right. So we were excited for a few reasons. One, the program allowed us to veer into a potential career in data science, which we all found exciting. And we also found the most exciting part of the program to be the construction of the car, the lunch speakers, and the visual representations that were provided. And then here are just a few of our favorite speakers over here. All right, I'll start with myself. I'm Luna Ladisuru, and using the information that I've gained from this program, I plan to expand upon my knowledge. So to begin with, I actually want to be an engineer, a nuclear engineer to be exact. But since we're in the age of technology, I also understand that it's crucial to have a coding background, especially as an engineer. So I found this program to be very eye-opening, especially in machine learning, because even though we had engineering programs in our school, we didn't really go too deep into machine learning. It was just more about like applied engineering, not much about machine learning. So I really do think that I learned a lot in this program.
I'll go next. I'm Mafo. So I feel like this program really gave me a lot of practical skills, and like it gave me like a taste of what I could do, like with like certain tools like machine learning and neural networks, etc. And so I'm thinking of my next project is as being a stock market bot. So like I know that Python has APIs that you can import and bring in just stock market information. And I would love to see, like, I've also seen videos of people doing this, but I would love to see like the type of app, how could I apply machine learning, to analyzing that data. And also the statistics portion of the class was also really interesting to me, because I had never like thought about using like stats in that way, because I had like, learned stats in high school, but I never thought about applying it like that. I never thought it could be applied like that. And so I feel like my doors have been open, and that's what I would like to do, especially since next year I'm going to the University of Toronto, and I'm going to be studying physics. So I'll be applying this, later on in my career. Thank you.
I'm Jeremiah, and before I joined the program, I knew I wanted to go into computer science, but I wasn't 100% sure, just because I wasn't really experienced in any aspect of computer science. Like I didn't know how to code, and I hadn't really done anything up until this point. But this program really allowed me to know that I do actually want to pursue what's it called, an education in computer science and machine learning, because it's really allowed me to know that we're actually in like the future, and we're in the age of technology now, and technology can only keep on advancing. And I feel like it would be wrong of me not to be knowledgeable in that category. Um, using the things that we've learned, I plan to expand my knowledge. So I'm going to continue coding, and I'm going to continue doing coding exercises as well, just to learn the basics and just really get down to things that I didn't feel like I learned all the way through, but were introduced to me through this program. So thank you for that. And yeah, that's all I had to say.
And then these are just the credits for what everyone did. And that's about
That's
it.
really great. Yeah, thank you all. I'm sorry that the car. I know that you all enjoyed the putting together the car process. It is really challenging to make sure that in the end the car really can work from the mechanical part to Raspberry Pi to taking images, etc. I'm glad that you guys spend the effort really trying to overcome some of the unfortunate limitation of the different pieces, etc. And also, I do appreciate your thoughtfulness in sort of understanding the complexity of actually using machine learning in real world applications. This is one example, even just a toy car, right? You can see that I wish that I had taken more images, right? I wish that I had taken, some like for example, take your image, like tilt the angle, etc. People actually do that in actual training. They will rotate the image, they will perturb the image. That way they generate sort of, almost like a bootstrap your data to make certain variations of it, so that you tell the training algorithm that it's really the same, it's just a different angle, etc. So that's exactly how people boost the amount of training data. So I'm really glad that, you know, the way you went through the process got you thinking, like, how do I improve the actual accuracy of it? So I'm glad that in the end, it really did work. Thank you all for the tremendous work.
Is there any other, was there any other comment from Team C? Anybody want to add anything?
Oh, I just wanted to say that the lunch speakers were incredible. I feel like everybody else mentioned that, but I'm also going to mention it as well because I feel like it really gave us an insight into what a day in a machine learning type of job would be like. And I felt like you guys were also very diverse in the people that you chose to us. So I felt like having those different experiences from different people and different backgrounds really helped create a sense of idea of what we want to do in life and if we really want to pursue this down the line. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for reconfirming that. We really should thank Jessica, who initiated this idea and went around to find speakers that really have diverse background, so that you can see in different sector, you know, in different field, how you can potentially use machine learning. I have to say, every year kids really love that aspect. So thank you.